I'm Steve Morgan, founder of Cybersecurity Ventures and editor-in-chief at Cybercrime magazine. I'm here with Eyal Fisher, co-founder at Suite Security, developers of a cloud runtime security suite that delivers first-to-market capabilities for defending cloud workloads and shifting cloud security right. Learn more at suite.security. Evolution Equity TV is brought to you by Evolution Equity Partners, an international venture capital investor partnering with exceptional entrepreneurs to develop market-leading cybersecurity and enterprise software companies. To learn more about Evolution Equity Partners, visit evolutionequity.com. Eyal, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Eyal, you came out of the Israeli Defense Force. You have a very strong background. You're one of the co-founders of Suite Security. Tell me, what was the inspiration for the company?
So actually the inspiration was that we understood how complicated cloud environments are for companies, because actually most of my career I was on the offensive side. So we understood how easy it is to penetrate sophisticated cloud environments of companies, and now trying to help those companies to defend them, to help them defend the most precious asset that they have, the cloud environment. I mean, we have the perspective of both sides of it, so that's why we decided to start our company. And by the way, if I might add, that's why we named our company Suite Security. We understood that the CISO is quite miserable, actually, especially when cloud environments came in. The CISO have no authority but all responsibility for cloud environments. And that's, different than the way it was, few years ago when everything was on-prem and the CISO was a king. That CISO could have decided whatever he or she wanted to do. Now, in cloud environment, it's a lot more complicated. The R&D is in charge of that environment, but the CISO is responsible for the security. So we found out that the CISO is quite miserable, and we want to make the life of the CISO a little bit sweeter.
Well, let's stay on that point for a second, because you have a highly technical background, as does your other co-founder, Dror. We're talking about branding here. I mean, that's a great name. It either means that something tastes good or, more commonly that something is great. And then you nab the wonderful domain name suite.security. So who gets credit, you or Dror?
We can't take credit for that. That's our VP of marketing. But the only credit that we will take is that we agreed, because she came with the idea, and it contradicts with everything that we present, we stand for. I mean, we have vast experience in the military. We both were in the IDF. I served in Unit A200 for 23 years. I had 1,000 people under me. Dror was a CISO of the IDF. He had 2,500 people serving under him. He retired as a two-star general. I retired as a colonel from the unit. Now, let's call ourselves, Suite. So we take credit for agreeing. And we will give Noah, our VP of marketing, the credit for choosing the name.
So you're a young company, and very on, we don't see this so early on, but you raised $33 million. That was a Series A funding, so that's a large Series A. It was led by Evolution Equity Partners. Tell us how you met them and how important that fundraise was for you.
We actually were approached by Evolution. We weren't looking for money. We had enough money, when they approached us, because we had a very nice seed from Glilot Capital Ventures. And when they approached us, actually, and Richard was the one to find us, when we started, first meeting, we actually said that we are not looking for investment. And Richard said, "You are not thinking big enough." He made us actually, imagine what can we achieve if we have another $30 million or more, what can you really achieve if you have those kind of money? And we, like, he opened our eyes, and we understood that we can, like, aim higher. It's for Richard to approach us, to think big, to aim high, and believe, by the way, believe in the team that can achieve, the goals that he set for us. So we are very happy that it happened. It was very important for us.
I know Richard very well. We produce a lot of media with them. I suppose part of the reason that he said that is because you're playing in a very, very big market, a tremendous market opportunity. And to that point, help our listeners out. Not everybody knows what runtime security is, or maybe they have a more abstract idea, and maybe even more specifically, cloud runtime security. So for the CISOs who are watching, if you could break that down, that would be great.
Yes. So most security vendors concentrate in the shift left stuff of the cloud environment, scanning code, making sure that the CI/CD process is in place, taking care of the cloud environment posture. Those are all shift left stuff. We understood, we believe that without the runtime piece, you are actually quite blind. And when I say runtime, what I mean is that you get insights to the environment, to the application, to the native application running in your cloud environment. So deploying some kind of a sensor to the environment to give you insights that can't be achieved just with the shift left stuff or utilizing logs. You need to have some kind of a foot on the cloud to get those insights. And without them, as I said, you are quite blind. You will never have the ability to have a good detection and response mechanism, to have other capabilities that we provide won't be achieved without that runtime piece.
I know Gerhard Eschelbeck. He's the former CISO at Google. He's one of your advisors. He's fantastic. I know Gerhard because we worked together back in the 90s, not to date myself, but the two of us have been around for a while. And you have a very, very impressive team of advisors. I noted some of the other people on your website. For a young company, how did you assemble that type of team?
Well, actually, each one of those, when we pitched them, when we explained what we are going to build, I think that there was a click. I mean, they understood immediately how important it is, why the industry is lacking such capability, why just bringing, a runtime piece that was shifted and lifted from on-prem environments is not enough, why you need to build a runtime capability from scratch for those kind of environments. Why is it so important? So all those amazing investors and people that help us, they just understood really fast how important it is. So we are very lucky to identify in time that how important that the runtime capability is, and they joined, understood easily, fast.
So Richard said, think big. You're thinking big. You've got a big message. So tell us about the vision for the company, more so than just a technology. Where do you plan to be in a year from now, and 3 years from now, 5 years from now? What is the vision for this company?
Our vision is to bring what we call a runtime suite, a suite of capabilities. Our offering is everything you can benefit out of the runtime insights. So when we started, and we concentrated in detection response, and that's, and we did that very well. We have the best detection response solution in the market right now. But after the investment, we decided to build a suite of solutions based on runtime. So now we are doing vulnerability management based on the runtime insights. We do secrets, non-human identities based on the runtime insights. We do API security, and there is more to come. So Just imagine that all, traditional, let's say, security measures that everybody needs for their cloud can now benefit from the runtime insights that we bring in. So you get it a lot better.
Well, if anybody hasn't said this about you, I'll say it for the first time. You've got a very sweet suite.
Thank you.
And I know we're going to be hearing a lot more from your company. We've been spending some time talking to other people, looking into what you're doing. We're very impressed. Cybercrime Magazine will be covering your company, and we hope that you can come back on with us later this year.
Thank you very much. We'll be happy to. And stay tuned.
I'm Steve Morgan, founder of Cybersecurity Ventures and editor-in-chief at Cybercrime Magazine. Evolution Equity TV is brought to you by Evolution Equity Partners, an international venture capital investor partnering with exceptional entrepreneurs to develop market-leading cybersecurity and enterprise software companies. Visit evolutionequity.com to learn more. You can keep up with all of our media at cybercrimemagazine.com.